Hi everyone, I am Chai Hong from Syncro. Today I'm going to show you how to configure a Fortigate for two networks. So first off, you gotta go to your internet settings. So open your internet settings, click on adapter options, go to your Ethernet, click on properties, and click on IPv4. And you have to change your IP address to 192.168.1.100 like I'm showing here now. Okay, now go to your browser and enter in the IP 192.168.1.99, and it should show you your connection is not private page. So click on advanced and click proceed. Now it shows you a login page. The default username and password is admin with no password. Now click login. It will ask you to change your default password. The old password you can leave it blank, and the new password you can enter in whatever you want. And click OK. So now you ask you to log in again and use admin and the new password you just created. Now for these prompts, you don't have to worry about them for now. Just click OK and good. Now we have successfully logged into the Fortigate GUI. Alright, so now that we're inside the Fortigate GUI, we're gonna go over to network and interfaces. We're gonna be configuring the port 1 and port 2 first. Okay, so you see this page. So now scroll down to the VLAN switch and click on edit. And we're just gonna be removing the port 1 and port 2 from the VLAN switch. So just click on the X over there and click OK. And now you should see that the port 1 and port 2 are listed under physical interfaces. So we're gonna be editing the port 1 first. I'm gonna be setting the IP as the 192 network. So we're gonna input 192.168.0.1/24 and click on OK. And that's your port 1. And for port 2, click on edit. I'm going to be setting this as my 172 network. So I'm going to input 172.16.0.1/16 and click on OK. Alright, and now port 1 and port 2 are configured. Now that we are done configuring port 1 and port 2, let's go over to policy and objects. And let's go to addresses. So you see this, let's go to click create new address. So the first one here, we're going to be creating a server 1 for the name. I'm going to put this as the 192.168.0.100/32. So this is for the 192 network. Click on OK. And then we're going to create another one. Alright, the name this time, let's put server 2. We're going to put 172.16.0.100/32. So this is going to be for the 172 network. And there it should show the server 1 and server 2. Okay, now that we are done with the server 1 and server 2 configurations, we're going to go to firewall policy. Okay, we're going to click on create new. I'm going to put the name as from server 1 to server 2. I'm going to put the incoming interface as port 1, the outgoing interface as port 2, the source is server 1, and the destination is server 2. And for this service, I'm gonna put all ICMP. And you're gonna scroll down in the log allowed traffic. We're gonna click all sessions and click OK. As you can see, the first rule is created. Now we're gonna create another one. Gonna put the name as from server 2 to server 1. The incoming interface port 2, outgoing interface port 1, the source server 2, and the destination server 1. And the service, like before, I'm gonna put all ICMP. And scroll down, click on all sessions, click OK. And the second rule is created. And lastly, I'm gonna click on the implicit deny rule, click on edit, and I'm gonna click on log IPv4 violation traffic. So this is gonna be used for testing in the next part. So now that we have configured everything, let's move on to testing. So take note here that you need another laptop for this. And also you will have to disable the firewall settings on both the laptops. So I'll be going to my Ethernet settings to change my IP to that of server 2. Here I've already changed my settings to 172.16.0.100. And the gateway is going to be 172.16.0.1. So this is the settings for the server 2. So now I'm gonna go to my command prompt and I'm gonna ping 192.168.0.100. That's my server 1. And if everything is configured correctly, the ping should be allowed through. And you should see a reply. Okay. So now I'm gonna change my Ethernet settings to one that was not allowed in the firewall policy. So I'm gonna be changing from 100 to 50. Okay. Now I'll go back to my command prompt and I'll ping my server 1 again. And this time it shows that request timed out. So when you see request timed out, this likely means that the firewall is blocking the ping. Now we'll wait for it to run through. Okay, so now I'll change my Ethernet settings back to 100 and I'll check back on the firewall. Alright, I'll log in. Okay, once we're here, let's go to log and report. Let's go to forward traffic. And here you can see that 172.16.0.50 is being blocked when it's trying to ping towards the server 1 destination. However, the server 2 IP address is being allowed. So this means that the firewall is working correctly. This is now the end of the Fortigate demo. Thank you everyone for watching.